All right, folks, that's quite enough of that. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to have you here. And that was me chasing my daughter around with my freshly built FPV Cycle Cine Explorer. I'm really digging that thing. And also, that is the first video I've ever done where I've used Real Steady Go. I gotta admit, I've been putting off Real Steady Go for quite a while, and man, it is just a really great piece of software. Just wish it didn't cost so much. But anyways, welcome to the live stream, Nemesis FPV. Thanks for stopping in. Angel FPV, how's it going? Yeah, this prop combination on this thing, it sounds like nothing else I've ever heard. It's so much different, and I have to believe it's that custom designed duct, the custom motor for this frame, and those props. Put together a really, really nice package. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe, getting out there and getting a chance to fly. I know I haven't all that much. Pretty much all the flying I've done this week was strictly for the International Game of Whoop, which, man, that's still a fun little competition. This next week is going to be an interesting one because it's Matty flips. I have not yet successfully completed a Matty flip with a whoop, but I really haven't tried all that hard, so we'll see what we get done this week. So today we are going to be building up we're going to be building up one of these little guys here, the 533 Tiny Trainer. And if you have seen my previous videos, you know I've already got one built up. This thing is super fun. It is just a real screamer to fly. It's not the best. It's not really all that great for acro. It's designed for racing, but I mean, if you can race it, you can acro it, right? Ronan, haven't been able to fly, man. Sorry, brother. I feel for you. It's been a rough week here. Would have gotten to this. You know, I was trying to put some music to that video, but I had a tiling emergency. I'm in the middle of tiling a bathroom, and that ran a bit on the long side today. Kind of wish I would have planned that a little bit better, but well, you know, we still made it. I had a little computer issue today. For some reason, the last Windows update just completely borked my computer, so this is a fresh reinstall of Windows, so bear with me. There may be some hiccups. I had to rebuild OBS. If my audio is weird, let me know. If it's too high, too low, sounds funny, please let me know. Appreciate all the feedback I can get on all this stuff. So anyways, 533, we're going to do that. The quad I built on the last live stream, which unfortunately was 2 weeks ago, the holiday weekend, I just couldn't get away from family. Not that I really wanted to, but just couldn't find the time to do the live stream. But we're here. We'll make up for it, I hope, anyways. But the quad that I built on the live stream for Celis FPV made it to his place. Unfortunately, he didn't get it before the weekend, and he's been out flying it, and all good things. So he did send me something else. He sent me this. It's a GEP-RC Cinequeen. He was having a lot of issues with it, a lot of uncommanded yaw twitches, especially with a little bit of throttle added in. And I think I've got it pretty much squared away. Be right back. Nope, forgot where I put things. So anyways, I had a little bit of a yaw twitch to it, especially on mild throttle application. And I think I got down to the bottom of it. There was some funky wiring, so we just had to clean some wiring up in it and re-secure some things. And the fix for it, believe it or not, was changing the ESC frequency from 24 kilohertz to 48 kilohertz. Made a huge difference. This thing flies so stinking smooth right now. I'll probably bring a video of that up flying around here a little bit later on. But yeah, I've never flown the Cinequeen, and I gotta admit, this thing flies pretty damn awesome. It's not really a ducted quad; it more or less just has quad bumpers, but man, it flies pretty well. Pretty impressed with it, to be honest. And along with that, he sent along something that he just kind of wanted to get rid of because he didn't have a use for it. And we'll have to figure out what to do with it here. He sent along this little guy. It's a Tyrannus QX7. She had a couple little boo-boos. Needs a little bit of repair, but it is one of the new Access versions. Trying to figure out what to do with this because I'm definitely gonna fix it up, and I think I'm gonna paint it. And I'll probably try doing a live stream while painting this thing. So that should be interesting to try to do that, especially since out in my garage the Wi-Fi kind of sucks. But I think, actually, I know that this is going to end up being a giveaway when it's all said and done. So definitely stick around to the channel for that. I love giving back to the community the best I can, but it's got to make sense. But I've got some Cerakote that, not Cerakote, but Duracoat, which is kind of like a home gamer. It's a firearms coating, but it works really well on plastics. I put it on a lot of FR Sky radios. I've been buying up older X9Ds that are just beat to shit and refurbing them, painting them, making them look cool, and basically just selling them. But I think this one's going to be a giveaway to you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you guys got any ideas what colors you would like to see this thing painted up in, let me know. Put it down in the video description. I've got some pretty extreme colors. I got anything from like a white to like the off-white desert camo type stuff. And I picked up another color called Alice Copper. Should be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting color. And along with that, there's an additive to make it a soft touch coating when you're done, which I've never used before, and I'm really interested to see how that turns out. So it'll probably become a mix of some crazy colors with that soft touch coating on top. But Celis, thank you so much for sending this along. It will get put to good use, I guarantee it. Travis Stevens, what are we up to tonight? Well, we're going to talk about some stuff, some new things, some things in the news, and going to start building up another 533 Tiny Trainer. But there's a catch to this one. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see, Angel FPV, I'm interested in seeing you paint. It's why I want to paint my fat sharks. Yeah, painting is super easy. There is a little bit of overhead and equipment if you want to do a really good job. You can rattle can things all day long, but the quality is just not there. You've got to use an airbrush. Brandon's Baked Beans, I just tried to Matty flip the decontainer shelf in my living room. Failed over and over again with a brush whoop. I think I need to get outside and do the iGal challenge this week. Yeah, definitely would be easier to pick something very tall without a whole lot of obstructions. If you've seen my videos, I do a lot of flying in my backyard. Combination of two things, kind of quarantining because my work puts some weird restrictions on me outside of work, and you can guess why. And two, I'm kind of lazy. I don't really want to travel since I have the space that I do. I've been fortunate to have it. I've been trying to Matty flip this this piece of rope I have going from one tree to another that has that horse tire swing thing hanging from it. I've been trying to Matty flip that, but man, I just keep tagging the ground every time. I've gotten really close, but just not quite there. I think probably on a 2S whoop I might be able to nail it, but definitely my HD camera boards, camera carrying whoops, they're definitely not going to do it. There's just not enough guts in them. But maybe from a lot higher altitude I could do it. But I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Unfortunately, have a hurricane planning to get here Monday, so it's going to put a wrench in my plans. Well, it might. I don't know. That last I did the building dive in like 28 knot winds right before a hurricane, and that turned out okay. The flying was kind of crap, but the editing I think kind of helped it out. So speaking of whoops, man, I am really liking the quarantine scenario that we're all in, because in the summertime, whoops die out. Like, there's no innovation whoops, but man, whoops have been going strong all year, and I love it. I absolutely love tiny whoops. Brandon McPhee, rope side hide is a good idea. Yeah, I'm hoping that works out. Big Sign. I'm just gonna call you Big Sign. Newbie here. You are the man. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate the positive words. And oh, I always forget to do this. Let's do the business stuff. So, if you guys ever have any questions or problems, especially with this FR Sky Gear, pretty good with it. Ask anybody I've helped. You can hit me up on Discord or email or anything like that, or just go to this link here. It's called a link tree. Thank you, Aaron Ciati, for mentioning that. So I've got my own link tree. It has a list of all the tweet-related links, all affiliates, contacts, Discord, Patreon, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. It's all in there. I'll keep updating that as I see things come through. But if you want to hit me up on anything, that is a one-stop shop. Linktree.com. Yeah, we're due for a direct hit from a hurricane here in Bermuda. Yeah, man. I really hope it doesn't happen, but you know, if it does, you might see me, if you know what I mean. BK to the fullest. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping by. Nice seeing you. So Discord's a good way to get a hold of me if you want to do some troubleshooting. Email works too. Discord seems to be the best because other people see it, and some people that have been following along with me and have fixed things, they tend to chime in when I'm at work and I can't get to my phone or whatever. So something we're going to be giving away today is, where's all my shit? Most not prepared live stream ever. So I will be giving away this. What is this? This is a box of stuff. This. What is that? There we go. We're giving away a sub 250 crate today. So this was for August. Get FPV has been, they've been 0 for 2 at sending me 2 of these at once. I have an order for 2 of these, and they keep sending me 1 at a time, and I got to keep calling them back and saying, hey, bud, I need my second one. So this is the second one they were supposed to send me the first time for August. I was going to do the giveaway live last week, but the holidays got in the way, and family time and family plans put a wrench in that. Not that that's a bad thing, but that's just the way it was. So I'm going to give this away today. And here is the link to get into the drawing. Yes, there's a lot of people already in there. Actually, let me give you an accurate number of how many people. Oh, 2 monitors now. I've got one over here. Yeah, look at that. A little monitor back there. Oh boy, what did I do? Crap. I pushed buttons by accident. Stand by. Oh. I was afraid I killed my camera. So I got a monitor over there, and I got the monitor on my laptop, so hopefully this is a little bit better. I'm going to try to avoid not looking into the camera. I'm going to stop looking at the screen on top. Look at the lens, you guys. So right now, 51 people in that drawing. So get in there and get it. I'm telling you, these sub 250 crates are money. Everything that comes in them is primo stuff. There's no filler. There's no weird jank stuff like this, like the quad stand. By the way, if you want this quad stand, let me know. I'll send it to you. I don't have a use for it. I can't throw anything away because for reasons. So I like to give stuff away or sell it. Indeed, Quad 700. Indeed, Quad 700. X Cisco, welcome. Greets and good night from Germany. Sorry, I have to go to sleep. See ya. Well, thanks for stopping by all the way from Germany. Man, I love the way the internet works. We talk to people from all over the world. Oil FEV, you have a good one. And hey, man, get in the drawing before you go to bed. You don't have to be around to win it, but you got to get your name on the list if you want to. And then later on, we might do a little super chat giveaway for some other stuff. We'll see what we got going on. So, anyways, sub 250 crate. How about 11? Sorry, 10:30. We give this away. It's 10 o'clock right now, so half hour. We'll go ahead and do the drawing for this, and we'll get that gone. So that is for I believe it's a 20 by 20 T-motor ESC. Last month was a flight controller. Well, 2 months ago was a flight controller, then an ESC. Both boxes had props in them. I'm assuming next month or this month. Yes, this month will be a frame, maybe motors. I don't know. We'll see. But All right. Oh, by the way, if you win and you're outside the country, you got to pay for shipping. I cannot afford to do that. I don't make any money with this hobby, so the least I can do is not uh, deplete my funds. So, pizza, Michael Roberts pizza. Oh my God, how much I miss pizza. So, fun fact, and it's a little bit of a weird fact. I have been vegan for shit 11 years now. I miss pizza. Man, I miss pizza. There's decent alternatives out there, but I miss it. Hey man, let's see. Big Sin. Hey man, would you have a whoop setup you'd want to let go for a decent price? I'll shoot you an email. Oh, whoop. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. I got some stuff sitting around. Let's see. Yeah, VTX guessing. Yeah, probably a VTX or possibly a VTX camera combo. Because I know in the big crates it was a VTX and a camera in the same box, and you typically get more than what you pay for the box. And VTXs are what, $25? So it's got to be more than just a VTX. I'm thinking of VTX and a camera. Jonna, yes, that is the 533 Tiny Trainer. I have put this one through hell. I absolutely love this thing. I had a really cool Instagram video a while back where I put my Insta360 Go on my Tiny Trainer pointing up, and you could see all the LEDs going down the arm. It was money. Been in Vegas now since 2000. Oh, vegan, sorry. Oh, made my eye. BK to the fullest. I've been vegan since November 2019. Good on you, brother. Good on you. All right, so what else we got going on? The guy that does the grips. Yep, I'm the guy that does the grips. Tommy Tiabata, oh my God, he also does grips, but don't buy those. Don't buy those. Buy my grips. Yeah, if you want to get a hold of my grips, check out my link tree down here. And you can head over to Etsy, or you can head over to Race Day Quads because they have started selling my grips on their store. Big deal. Real big deal for me, anyways. And I have another retailer that has also placed an enormous order for grips, who will be named later as soon as I actually ship them the grips. I'm a one-person job operation cutting these grips, so it does take quite a while. See what else? Oh, other big news. My favoriteest radio, the old Tango 2. Let's swap that camera around. Got this thing back together, Cerakoted. I know I've talked about this before, but this thing finally came in the mail, and my V3 PCB. This thing here has made this radio be kind of like almost a burden to use. I love it so much, but it only does crossfire that now it can do just about everything, because you can now use multi-protocol modules. The shitty thing about it, and let's just take a big step back. Tweet grips might be better than Uma grip for Tango. Yeah, a little bit. So let's take a big step. Let's clear our minds of all the brands out there. What would you say if FR Sky made a really good transmitter and the software that came with it didn't support crossfire? Everybody would lose their ever-living shit. Oh wait, no, they did. Well, guess what? This does not support the XJT Lite module. Yeah. So here is why. They can pick and choose what to put in there because it is their firmware right now. It is their fork of OpenTX. It will get merged to the regular OpenTX. It is the same way when FR Sky produces firmware. It is their in-house build for them to test their features. Of course, they're going to make it work with R9. I'm talking FR Sky. It's going to make it work with R9. It's going to make it work with XJT or XJT Lite or their products because it's their product. When it gets merged into OpenTX, you get everything. You get everything that's in OpenTX because then it becomes truly open source. Freedom TX is TBS's baby. They made it work with multi-protocol modules, which is, like the iRange X4 and the NPM Lite, but they didn't put support for the XJT Lite in there. Should we be pissed? No, because once this merges with OpenTX, it'll probably support this. I'd be shocked if it did. I don't remember if it has R9 in there. Let's see. I'll fire this bad boy up.
Welcome to Tango 2.
Take a quick look.
Timer 1 elapsed.
Yeah, shut up. Page and we got PPM, DSM2, CRSF, multi, SBus, and that's it. So yeah, of course, no R9. But I'm willing to bet that once this forks into the standard build of OpenTX, it'll work. Internal multi-protocol module. I don't see them doing that. They're developing their own external multi-protocol module for well, basically it'll be a TBS multi-protocol module. So I don't know what they can do to improve on the multi-protocol module, but I'm fairly confident they will. It'll probably just be easier updating. These can be kind of a pain in the butt to update, but not super bad. Would you put heat sinks in the Tango 3 V3 board? No. Nope, I wouldn't. If TBS didn't put them in there, then I wouldn't. They do a lot of extensive testing. I know they've talked about doing a 1 watt upgrade for this, but it sounds like it's not going to happen, probably because of two things. One, heat, and two, it's only a 1S battery in there, and that's a lot of power for 1S battery. Another thing that TBS has coming out, which is pretty cool. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Oh, let's see. Let's go to Pyro. Dang it, it's a new computer, so none of my quick links are in there. All right, let's try to change this around. Browser. There we go. So, the cool thing that TBS is pre-ordering, or doing a pre-order for, is, where's it at? Come on. It's here somewhere. There it is. So, you can take your Nano V2 Crossfire, and they are making a mini JR Bay adapter for it, like an actual injection molded, not 3D printed BS case for it. So you can buy just the case, or you can buy the whole Nano Crossfire TX. I got to remember to put a pre-order in for one of those. They also have the starter bundle, and here's just the case. So $7. You take your old module or one that you have and marry it in there, and you're good to go. So pretty cool innovation there. Or not innovation, but realizing that they actually have to play ball to grab a bigger market share. They can't just say, this is our stuff and you got to buy it or nothing. So pretty cool. How would I put the heat? Okay, I talked about that. About to take the plunge on Tango 2, but concerned with micro fail-safes from other racers. Have you experienced this? No, I haven't, but I will say if you are racing, I really don't recommend Crossfire for racing. I know everybody does it, but there's a lot of compromises, and it's mostly the antennas. The antennas really suck to deal with. With 2.4 gigahertz, you can lose half an antenna and the entire other antenna, and it'll still work. Crossfire or any of the 900 megahertz systems, if you lose even just this much of one half of your antenna, as soon as you get close to the ground, you'll attenuate and fail safe, and you're not getting back up. The flat PCB antennas, kind of like this guy here, these make it so it's very difficult. It makes it very difficult to damage an antenna. But like when I'm sitting on the starting blocks and I'm at 10 milliwatts, I do get the telemetry loss, telemetry recover, telemetry loss, low RSSI. Because the ground does attenuate the signal a lot. L. Leston, Ghost for Racing? Yeah, absolutely. Typically, I would have pre-ordered something like the Ghost, but I don't know. The way things are going right now, I'm kind of holding out until more people get that in hand, and then I might give it a try myself. I just don't want to convert over my whole fleet to another type of receiver. All I've heard about Ghost is what everybody else has heard of. Yeah, it sounds like it's really good. Like they've really done their homework on it. Shark Bite, I believe that they are having issues with. Last I read, they're not happy with the performance of it, and I think it's coming down to the. I can't remember if it was the receivers or the transmitters are having issues with. It's not that they're having issues; they just want it to be better than it is. BK to the fullest. Am I testing Ghost? No. I'm not big enough for that. I would like to, but I'm really waiting for the mini JR version of the Ghost before I jump into it. I don't fly any radios that use a full size bay. I have a Radiomaster TX16S sitting in the box. I literally powered it on once, and then I just took measurements off of it to cut grips, and it's just sitting in the box. I'll probably never use it. I don't like large radios. That's just me. Jordan Saylor. Oh no, sorry. Anyone have a link for the drawing? Yeah, let me get you a link for the drawing here. Hang on. And if this doesn't work, please let me know. All right, there's the link for the drawing. Let's see. Chris Fitz, any experience with R3D shifters? Whoops. Yes, absolutely. I built one of them that I dumped a Mobula 6 into, and they're great. They're great frames. They're extremely durable for being 3D printed. I believe they're using Matter Hackers Nylon X. I've printed a lot of Nylon X myself, and it feels like the exact same stuff they're using, so I'd assume that's what they're using. It's a carbon fiber nylon blend, and it's really expensive and really good stuff. It's somewhat flexible, and it's extremely durable, but they are good flying little frames. You definitely can't go wrong with them if you're looking for a replacement frame. Josh Bardell shows that Crossfire is still better than Ghost. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. If you're looking for just like all-out flat out range, no, Crossfire is definitely going to be better. 900 megahertz will carry farther than 2.4 gigahertz. That's just science. If you want the ease of having antennas that are only about this long, a higher signal frequency, better telemetry, and a wider bandwidth for the band, Ghost is going to be better. Racers, I bet you in a year, if this hobby still exists, thank you FAA, Ghost will become very prominent in the racing scene with the tiny little receivers they have, and the fact that it's 2.4, the wider bandwidth, the faster signal latency, or the higher frequency. It's probably going to become more popular than Crossfire after a couple of years, most likely. Radiomaster has too much quality control issues. I thought the Radiomaster was pretty good. The jumper is the one that I was concerned with QC issues. I looked at the jumper T16 right when it came out. The second I cracked it open, I saw the ribbon cables. I was like, these are going to be a problem. And look what happened. They were a problem. But Jumper is made better on that. They're sending out more cables and better flat flex cables. Yeah, Big Willie FPV. So I really screwed up when I designed my grips. There's another guy out there making grips, and they typically wrap over the two halves of the radio shell. So if you ever have to open your radio up, you end up destroying their grips. Unfortunately, I made mine so that's not an issue. Next time. I'll think better next time. Yeah, the Radiomaster TX16S is probably the best radio out there, but if you're looking for something small, the Tango 2 with the multi-protocol bay on it is pretty darn good. Hey, if anybody needs a V1 board for their Tango 2, let me know. I'm willing to let this bad boy go. I have no use for it, but I mean, essentially, this is an entire Crossfire in here. I ain't got use for it. So hey, if somebody needs this, let me know. My opinion on the quality of FR Sky radios. FR Sky radios are built very, very well. I don't buy into the fanboyism. I'm not brand loyal. I don't really give a shit about any of that stuff. The quality of FR Sky radios is actually they're very well built radios. The software is kind of a mess, but once you figure it out, it's not bad at all. My two radios are the Tango 2 and my X9 Lite S. Those are the two radios I use all the time. Mike Bergman, yes, I already got my V3 board, and it is inside of this guy here, and she is doing well, and along with the multi-protocol bay. Something I found out is if you do decide to change your shell on your Tango 2, buy a new speaker. I don't know what I did, but I destroyed that thing, and it didn't look like I damaged anything, but they had that sucker epoxied in there pretty darn good. Let's see, Big Willie FPV. I still have the upgraded jumper cables in the package. Haven't needed to use them yet. Knock on wood. Hopefully you don't, man. Raven, you got a Tango 2 for $99. One of the refurb ones. That's awesome. And the Pro board. Wow. So, Raven, question. What do you notice wrong with your radio? Have you opened it up to see if there's like any bodge wires in there or anything that was actually looks like it's been repaired? I'm kind of curious. Radio mask switches are junk. I opened the box and had to replace a set of switches immediately. That's really unfortunate, Sean. That sounds like, yeah, that sounds like poor packaging. And that's another reason why I absolutely love the Tango 2 is buttons and rockers. Like no big old dingus arm switches to break, because I've broken so many of those switches that I've got a stockpile because I had to replace them a lot. Who did I order it from? I ordered it directly from TBS. Mike Berwin asked that. I've got my module bay running too now. Just need to wait for the TBS module. Yeah, my speaker hums a little bit. Yeah, I might have. That's weird. All right, so what the heck else was I going to talk about today? You would think I prepare for this stuff, but why start now? So we're going to do this. Oh, all right. So let's talk about the build a little bit. So I have another one of these guys here. And feel free to stop me if you guys have any questions. Family Guy, sorry, it's a V1 board I got. So it doesn't have the port for the external module. I was one of the first people. How'd you get rid of the alert that say disconnected on the Tango 2? Yes, I agree. FR Sky feels better in quality than the Tango 2. Might jump back to the FR Sky Lite Pro. I didn't really like the X Lite. I had one. I liked it until I just didn't like how small the gimbals were. The form factor, I really enjoyed the form factor of the X Lite. I actually like the form factor of the X Lite a little bit better than the Tango 2. So if I just like the larger gimbals. Robert Ortlep, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. What's the average time to get a Tango 2? It depends. If you jump on them when TBS has them in stock, and you pick like a decent shipping option, you can get it in a couple weeks. Otherwise, it's kind of hit or miss. My, that Tiny Trainer is tiny. Yes, it is tiny. Let's see. I'll go back to the chat. Okay, so, all right, let's get back to this. So, another one of the 533s. And let's see, some of the other stuff for it. So, I have this. So, this is going to be the CL Racing F7 32-bit AIO whoop board. And this thing is gargantuan. This thing is way bigger than a normal AIO board. So I was going to use that, and I'm also using the same Zing 1404 4600 kV motors as I have on the other one. So I'm trying to build basically two pretty identical quads here. 3, 4. Run cam Racer Nano 2. I thought I had a crossfire receiver in the bottom of this bag of stuff. Apparently I don't. And let's see. So, run out of space. Get out of here. So, I was going to use this CL Racing board here, but I've been waiting forever from Banggood. It was it's a review item, which I got like 2 months too late, and it is the Mamba F4 AIO flight controller. And the special thing about this flight controller, Jake Richards subbed. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, by the way, let's fire up the old sub clock here. I forgot about that. You guys got to remind me of this stuff. So the special thing about this flight controller is it is one of the only non-Flight One branded boards that you can flash Falco X to. The big pain in the ass about the about the 533 is anytime you want to plug your USB in, you've got to clip all these zip ties, take the top pot off that stuff. The thing about Falco X is it is OSD configured, and that is it. There is a PC application to do it, but it is designed to be done. It seems like lost the train of thought. It seems like a lot better option for the Tiny Trainer because it is OSD controlled only for everything, and it's super easy to set up. And I've heard that it flies better than just about any beta flight configuration. So it would be cool to have the A/B comparison. So both quads are going to be basically the same except for the flight controller. So that's what we're going to do today. And plus, this CL Racing board. Look how big this thing is. I mean, it's hard to say that's a AIO whoop board. That is just gonna be hanging out all over the place. That girl is thick. All right, so we're gonna put this guy back and box that up. By the way, if you're just stopping in, I do have a giveaway going for a sub 250 Get FPV crate. Here is the link to it. I'll be doing that drawing here in about 5 minutes. Thanks for the help there, Chris. Appreciate it. Ooh. Margarita mix. Oh, another cool bit of news. If you have a GoPro Hero 8, this can be used as a webcam now. There is a beta software for running this as a webcam. I plan on doing this as a webcam, maybe up there in the corner to get to this large overhead shot of everything going on, just like it's kind of like a B-roll type thing. So that's gonna be kind of cool. Really liking the GoPro Hero 8, especially with the real steady go, not having to do the soft mount crap. So nice. So anyways, that is gonna be basically the guts of this thing. I'm really interested to try this guy out. I have heard these do tend to burn up pretty easy running the old Flight One software there. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Other cool things coming to the channel soon. This little guy here. This is the eSheen US 65 Pro. It's a 2S 65mm whoop, and this thing rocks. This thing is really, really cool. This was sent to me from Banggood for a review. I just haven't gotten around to doing an official review. I've been flying the crap out of it. Frame's a lot more durable than I thought it would be. I did crack it right there, unfortunately. So the guts of this will probably be going into a Meteor 65 frame eventually, or possibly one of the R3D shifters frames. But this guy's pretty cool. It does have a new standard for the power connector. It is a GNB. Basically, they're making their own connector, so it's not as good as, say, like an XT30, but it's supposed to be better than the BT 2.0 and way better than the PH 2.0. But this little guy rocks. And I've also been flying around this. This is the first brushed whoop I've had in a very long time. And it's running Project Mockingbird. There's no Betaflight configuration to it whatsoever. It's super light, very very simple, and it is really nice. These brush whips fly so much better than they did when I first got into it. Like, honestly, I think they could actually come close to hanging with a brushless whip. But the only downside to it is no turtle mode. Raven, still have my original US 65 1S from like 2 years ago. You know what? I had one of those, and I flew the crap out of it, and I sold it to a friend of mine, and he flew the crap out of it. Then he chased his kids around, and his kids ran over it. I think he still got it though, and he still flies it. He still really likes it. So let's see, what's this say? 5560. So we're up a little bit from last time. Thank you all who have given me the old like. My PFP is the same as my IG. Okay. Cool. So anyways, and by the way, I did get 2 of these. So, what do you think I'm going to do with that second one? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're about at 10:30 here. We're going to give away this this FPV crate. So go ahead and sign up for it if you haven't. Remember, if you're outside of the U.S., you will have to pay for shipping, or at least I'll split it with you. I'll cover whatever it would cost to send it in the U.S. I can't eat the shipping outside of the U.S. It's just stupid. Yeah, that was when Crazy Bee boards were awesome. Have they ever been awesome? Crazy Bee boards are a unnecessary evil in this hobby. Like, they are pushing the envelope so much harder than anybody else, but they've just gotten too close to the sun, and they've been catching on fire a lot. But seriously, like, we talk about all these crap cloning Chinese manufacturers. Crazy Bee, or Happy Model, sorry. Happy Model has done a lot of cloning, but they've done a lot of innovative things. Like, who else has made a tiny little AIO that runs on 2S, that has a VTX, ESC, flight, and receiver in it that works? Can you print me pizza design grips? Yeah, possibly. Go ahead and hit me up. Email me. tweetfv@gmail.com. We can talk. All right, so let's go over here and let's do a wheel of misfortune. Or fortune. Misfortune? I don't know. All right, so let's go do the wheel of names. And we're going to come over to my other screen here. And let's see, I'm up to 72 responses. I hope you guys get your name in there. And 5, 4, 3, hit it up, 2, 1, and that's it. All right. I'm going to close off the entries right now. Get all these names here. Now let's go over to the wheel. I hope you guys can see this. You guys can see it, right? Yep. All right, let's go ahead and dump in all these fine folks. Oh, I don't want to use their emails. I'll use your names. Gotta be smarter than that. All right, let's go over here and paste. There is everybody. This is all 72 of you that have gotten into the drawing for the sub 250 Get FPV crate, which I was supposed to draw last week. Sorry I didn't do that. And let's go ahead and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, guys. Good luck to everybody who entered, and I hope it's one of you guys watching that wins this. Here we go. And it is it Death Click? Anthony Passini. Congratulations. And so I don't forget who did this, I'll take a picture of it. Anthony Passini. Congratulations. I hope you like it. And by the way, for anybody who's watching, if this person doesn't want this, it will go to my patrons, which there's only about 13 of them. So if you want to get in on drawings on Patreon, odds are pretty good. All right, back to the quad build. All right, so let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, so I do quite a few giveaways throughout the month. I definitely am. I've been doing 2. Why is my stream bitrate at 0? It is lower than recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use an audio bitrate of open widget. Audio stream of 128 kilobytes per second. All right, let's see what's going on here. Tech timeout. Oh, 160. All right. Okay, Google, you happy now? Or YouTube? Okay, YouTube seems to be happier now. All right, so back to the build. Yep, congrats to the winner. Like I said, if he doesn't want it, it's going to go to my patrons. And it's pretty good odds. I do drawings every month, at least once a month, and I do a drawing pretty much on every live stream I do. Some are better than others, but you know, we do drawings. And I'll be doing another one this evening as well throughout the night. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to give away yet, but I got a ton of shit here that I want to kind of get rid of. The Get FPV crates, I am still ordering 2 at a time, and I will be reviewing one and keeping it for myself and giving away another. And hopefully by the time we get a full crate, I'll just do a build of a Get FPV quad. Well, I'm kind of curious what kind of frame they're going to give us for it. All right, so let's go ahead and get to building. If you guys have any questions, please stop me. If you want to get my attention, hit @tweet FPV. It should autofill it in. Unfortunately, on mobile, it doesn't quite do that. Go ahead and tag me in the chat, and it'll get my attention. Super chats are always appreciated. And let's see, if you want to get a hold of me on Discord for troubleshooting or help or anything, or you want to just give back, go ahead and hit me up here on Linktree/tweetfpv, and that has a huge list of, you know what, let's just go ahead and get into the Linktree here. You guys can see what I'm talking about. This is really cool. Something I've never seen before until just recently. Get over there. Moving windows around. So Linktree, yeah, I got links to YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, my email address, my Banggood affiliate link, Get FPV affiliate link, Amazon, Discord, PayPal, and if you want to get my grips, this will take you over to Etsy, where you can get my grips, stickers, or you can go over to Race Day Quads and get them there if that's where you would like to go. Just another easy way to get you everything without just being a garbled mess of hyperlinks that really don't mean a whole lot to anybody. All right. Another shameless plug. Good morning here in Asia. Boz FPV. Welcome, man. Glad to have you here. Give away the advanced kit. That's what I want. You know what? Yeah, I'll probably do it eventually. I'm actually giving that to a coworker of mine that's interested in the hobby, just to let him get his feet wet. You know, give him his first bump. You know what I mean? And then we'll get him hooked good and proper after that. But the advanced kit, the Beta FPV advanced kit, I will be loaning out to a buddy of mine to try to get him into the hobby. But I do also still have that Eachine Novice 3 kit that's staring at me that needs to find a home. And this radio here, I don't know what to think about this radio. I really like the one that I bought by itself. It was perfect. The one that came in that kit, and I've had issues with it. The PCB was messed up. The vibe unit was just rolling around in there. Like, there's some issues with this guy. And I contacted the retailer. The retailer forwarded me on to Beta FPV, which I wasn't super happy about. Beta FPV, they made it right. They sent me some new parts. They sent me the 2 pieces I needed. I needed a switch, and I needed a new PCB antenna. And this is what they sent me. There's my antenna, and there's my switch. So, where do we go from here? Anybody need a gimbal? Because I know a couple people have had bad gimbals. If you need a gimbal and you need one soon, I've got one. I'm in the States. I can hook you up. So, someone has suggested doing a pimp my Light Radio 2 video. Obviously, I got to find a better name for that. Actually, I probably won't find a better name for it, and that's probably why my discovery rate is so darn low. So what we're going to do is we're going to pimp my radio. I'm going to gut this thing, put 18500s in it, put a charging circuit in it, put an external antenna on it. Clearly, I'm going to cover it with some badass grip tapes from this guy that sells radio grips on Etsy. Go look them up. Really good stuff. Also on Race Day Quads. And yeah, it's pretty nice to send me a gimbal. I don't need a gimbal. But I mean, this radio, it's not. God, it is good for what if it's good when you get it, it is a good value. If it's not good when you get it, it's probably still a good value, but it's going to take a little bit of work, unfortunately. Screen mod with OpenTX2. Yeah, I've got that. It's the X9 Lite. I understand why they didn't. By the time they did stuff like that, this thing would be, $120, which I think I just bought another X9 Lite from, let's see, where did I get it from? I think I got it from browser. Where did I get it from? Alof. Damn it. Can't spell today. Let's see. These guys have X9 lights. I mean, look at this. $75. $75 for a genuine FR Sky X9 light. Yes, it doesn't do D8. I get it. It does D16 and it does access. These things are like $20. This thing is, what are these things? These are these things are $40. So, is it worth $100 for a full fat FR Sky radio? I mean, obviously we bought the external module so we can do D8. Or is this worth it? What do you guys think? It's a toss up. Yeah, you're right. $40 with a LiPo. The X9 Lite doesn't come with any 18650s. 18650s are going to last a lot longer than this will. It's a tough one to make a call on. The X9 Lite will run Crossfire. It'll run MPMs. It'll run the XJT Lite. It'll run the full-size XJT if you put an adapter on it. It does access. It does ACCSD D16. With the external module, it'll do D8. It'll do FR Sky. It'll do DSMX. It'll do all the hobbycraft. This will do D8 and D16. So I'm kind of leaning towards saying the X9 Lite's still the better deal. But if you can only afford $40 for a radio, then I guess this is the way to go. I mean, clearly you got to have the money to do it. So I don't know. It's something to think about out there. So, anywho, moving on from that little rant. I don't know if that was a rant. That was more or less just thinking outside of my head. Outside thoughts. Inside thoughts, thinking outside. Another thing I don't think I've shown yet is this little guy. This is the Beta 65X HD. Don't. It's not good. Lots of jello. The video is almost useless out of it. Like, It could be good, but out of the box, it's not, and it tosses props all the time. Radio should be your first investment. Radio, I 100% agree with you. It's one of those things that's not going to change unless you're a slave to trends, which unfortunately this hobby is a lot of that. Now, if the quad comes with a radio, and it happens to be that radio, that's not a bad deal. I don't know. It's all decisions and choices. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the beta whoops, except for the beta 75 light that comes in the advanced kit. That thing is awesome. Unfortunately, they don't sell it that way. Okay, I guess that's enough rambling. We can start putting this thing together. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start putting it together. You guys can watch the side of my face. Kind of a cramped setup over here. I really found a good way to set up all my cameras and everything. But it is what it is. So anyways, let's see. Do you guys want me to do another giveaway tonight? Just kind of curious what you guys think. Let me see if I can put the chat over here. So this second monitor I have, it's pretty craptastic. It is a laptop display. I had to replace a laptop display on an old HP. It's less than 1080p, but the panels are about like $12, and then the HDMI interface board was like another $7. So I have a external monitor for, I don't know, like about $25, and I designed a enclosure for the panel in Fusion 360, and I printed it out on my Prusa. So I have basically an extra monitor for, I mean, other than my time, which outside of work I guess is useless or worthless, for not a whole lot. Do a patron giveaway. Maybe I'll do a patron giveaway. Sounds like a good idea. Let's see. Want to do a patron giveaway? You know what? I tell you what. I'll do a patron giveaway starting tomorrow. Mostly because I don't think a lot of my patrons are here right now. But how about we do a super chat giveaway? Let's see. What do I want to give away today? I got a lot of stuff. I don't typically sell the review samples that I get. I typically give them away, or I part them out, or I break them and use them for other things. So let's see. How about, obviously I'll give away a set of my grips because I think everybody should have one set. How about a toothpick board? Set of grips and a toothpick board? All right. Let me know in the chat. Do you want a set of grips and a toothpick board, or do you want a set of grips and a FPV watch? Those are the choices. Oh, I gotta find some time to try to figure out how to pipe in like background music into the stream without like doubling. Well, you know what? Let's do this. All right, let's try it. So I'm gonna run Spotify in the background. Let me know if it's too loud, or if you don't like it, or if you just want it to die. Just let me know. I believe this is all copyright-free music. Yep. Sign up free. I don't want to sign up. Oh, I'll log in. Again, like I said, I had to format this computer today, so I gotta re-log into everything. Give me some time. Filler. Okay. So let me go ahead and start this. If you guys get an echo or it's too loud or something, just let me know. It's hard to tell what it's going to sound like on your end from my end. Back to the chat. Grips and a watch, okay. Oh boy, I missed a lot of the chat. Oh boy, welcome back. Let's see. Phaser from Australia with stock grips. Doing so well here. Maybe I'll give him a call. Or so grips and a watch, grips and a watch. Watch, man. You're toothpick boards, huh? Yeah, building another tiny trainer. Yes, I am. The difference between this one and the last one is this will have a Mamba FC, which I will flash with a little loud. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. All right, I'm trying to trick it back down. Way too loud. Sorry. All right. Let me know how it sounds now. If you can see, if you can hear me. Hopefully it's just kind of like background sound at this point. Yeah, so the difference between this one and the last one is this one is going to be, it's going to have Falco X on it. How's the music now? Is it better? I hope it's better. Is it still too loud? Way too quiet. Can't hear it now. Man, you guys are picky. Alright, how's that? I went up just a little bit. Tell me how it is now. Wrong way says it's better. Michael, Robert, a little bit higher. I don't know how long the delay is on this. Perfect. I got one perfect. Can't hear it. Perfect. Sound is perfect. Perfect. All right, cool. I think we found a good level here. So, not that I'm going to remember this, but negative 30.3 dB. Okay, cool. If you guys don't like the background music, let me know. I'll shut it off. I can't hear it, so it's for you guys, just so it's not just listening to me breathe heavy into a microphone. Unless you guys like that. All right, I'll get this frame apart here. Okay, cool. So I absolutely love the 533 Tiny Trainer. I really like the innovative design it is to it. ASMR. There's times where I'm editing my videos and I can hear myself breathing. I'm just like, ah, what an animal. All right, I'll bump it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. So then I try breathing through my nose, but my nose squeaks a little bit. Just a little bit of like a little. I have seen that 533's come out with their own set of motors for these things, which that'd be pretty cool. I wanted to do that, but I also wanted to keep this. I want to keep it kind of an apples to apples comparison. Well, apples to oranges, you know, they're different, but it's still fruit type thing. I wanted to keep the comparison as similar as I could between the two. So, all right. Big Sin, got to pick up the wife. Be back soon. All right, man. We'll see you around. And, oh, so, right, the giveaway. Okay, cool. So we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do a set of grips and the Pyro Drone FPV watch. By the way, this thing has a DVR in it. Flexible antenna. These things are awesome. I have another one that says Ishin on it. It's all made by the same person or same company. They just slap their own logo on them. So grips and watch. We'll do a super chat giveaway. $3, $3 giveaway, $3. And if you don't want to do super chats and you want to do PayPal, go ahead and go into Linktree, hit PayPal, it, and just don't put any notes in it, but just hit me up in the chat, say that you did it, and I'll go back and check. Try to keep this on the DL, you know what I mean? Drone Pilot, what are we building today? We are building another 533 Tiny Trainer. I already have one that I've built up that it's one of the funnest 3-inch quads I've ever flown. The difference between this one and the one I've already built is this one is going to be rocking a Mamba F4 AIO, which is one of the 2 flight controllers that Flight One has made firmware for. So you got to license it from Flight One. I think it's like $15, and then you can put Falco X on this. The reason I want to do that is I've heard Falco X flies just incredible. And 2, Falco X is entirely configured through the OSD. The issue with the 533 Tiny Trainer is every time you want to hook it up to Betaflight, you've got to cut 4 zip ties, take out 4 screws, and pull the canopy off. Real pain in the butt. So it just seems to me that would be a better way to go about having this quad. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, so the audio's all over the place, huh? All right. So right now, as I'm putting this screw through this motor, is the voice too loud or too quiet? And is the music too loud or too quiet? Mike Bergman, 6 buckaroos. You are on the wheel 2 times. Let's go ahead and do the old wheel of names. I delete. And by the way, if you guys are looking at the side of my head, it's because there's a monitor right there that I'm watching. And I'll probably just turn that side camera off so you guys aren't looking down my ear hole. Mike Bergman on the wheel twice. Good luck to you. I can imagine it being painful. I have all sorts of issues getting into my Beta FPV 95X-V2 pusher digital. Yeah, BK to the fullest. Oh, crap. Let's see, where are you at? You are... Oh, wrong way. I forgot about you. BK to the fullest. $4.99. All right. So that gets you 1. C and a control V. Okay, BK to the fullest. You are on there for 1. Let's see if I can do this. Let's add a window capture. Chrome. Let's change the window to there. Let's go ahead and whoop, 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 whoop. How's that look? Is that too cluttered? Is that good enough? Let's hope that's good enough. All right, so I got BK to the fullest. Let's see, where was... By the way, this screen has horrible resolution. It's horrible. It's so muddy. It's just the crappiest monitor, laptop panel I could possibly find. Wrong way. You are on it for a 1. You want to send over another $1? Oh, that's not how that works. Boom, wrong way. So I got Mike Bergman for 2, BK to the fullest for 1, and wrong way FPV for 1. And let's go, keep going down the list. Mike Bergman. BK to the fullest, I got you earlier. Ken Hicks, you're in for 1. Remember, $3 super chats. BK to the fullest for another $4.99. So let's see, what's that put you at? So we had what, $4.99, so $4.99, 8, 9. So that gets you 3. So BK to the fullest. We'll put you here with a. So we got you down for 3. 3. Going strong. Wrong way. 5. All right, wrong way. I'll get you in for 1 more. There you go. Wrong way. All right, cool. So let's continue on with this. All right. Sounds fine. Music just down a touch, maybe better. Okay, let's go back down to 30. -39, -31, bleh, words, -39.1 dB. Let me know how that goes. I took the 95X V2 up around 300 meters yesterday because it was calm weather, and diving to the ground took forever. It seemed to hang up there way too light. Also installed a GPS rescue, worked great. I've been messing around with GPS rescue mode a little bit because I've got this guy, which, I mean, this has got to be, I'm not going to, okay, so if we're going to classify between acro, toothpick, let's say acro, micro, whoop, micro, sub 5-inch and 5-inch acro and 5-inch racer, this would probably be the best sub 5-inch quad that I've seen this year. It is just feature packed. It's got everything in the kitchen sink, and it does it really, really, really well. They did a very good job on this thing. I've cut some of Dave C's frames before. I gave away one of his what is it? It was the Gate Hunter frame. I cut one out of carbon fiber. I've got a Shapeoko 3, and I got some, had some spare time. I cut it out of carbon fiber, and that was one heck of a design, a great frame. B0 Man in it for 1. By the way, I probably should have mentioned it. If you're outside of the U.S., you're going to have to cover shipping. If you're outside of the U.S., I will cover whatever it would take to ship it in the U.S. because it's pretty much the same price all over the U.S. I'll cover that part, but the rest is on you. Sorry, I should have made that clearer. I hope it was, but U.S. shipping is what it is. But yeah, Dave C has some really, really good designs out there. He even puts out tutorials on how to make your own designs. So if you wanted to try your hand at designing a quad, you can go to like, what is it? Man, what program was it? Was it Shapeways? Something like that? There's a bunch of free programs out there. You can even download Fusion 360. Just tell them you're a student. You'll be fine. And you can design your own frame and send it out to, say, like Armatan or a bunch of other companies that specialize in cutting carbon fiber, and get your own personal design that you want, the way you want it, cut, sent to you. It's kind of like PCB design. It's, anybody can do it. All it is money. I used to design my own frame. So back when the toothpick craze hit, Kebab was talking about his toothpick frames, but Kebab doesn't make anything. He designs a lot of stuff, and he comes with a lot of really cool ideas. I got tired of waiting around. I was like, screw this. I made my own toothpick frame. I called it the Cavity, just kind of a play on words to be kind of funny. And that thing was awesome. it wasn't as refined as Kebab's frame is now. Drone Pilot sent me monies. All right, let me just look here. Where are we at? All right, so we've got, ooh, Drone Pilot going big with a 12 spot. All right, so we got a 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Peter? We'll get you in there for 1. Say $3 super chat. All right. Cool, guys. Man, I really love doing these live streams. I love interacting with you guys, like in real time. I mean, I like talking to you guys through YouTube. The problem with the YouTube chat is there's so many like just flybys. They come by, they whack a question, you answer, and that's it. They're just gone. Nothing after that. Patreon's awesome. I've got a lot of really good patrons over there. Discord, by far, is where I'm the most active as far as like interacting with people, just because it's so immediate, just back and forth. I do really wish Discord would allow you to post more than like 1 meg for a picture and a video. Like some of the pictures that come out of my cell phone, I can't post on Discord because they're too big. And I don't know. I know they've got their reasons, but I really wish it was. I really wish it would do that better. Don't worry about PayPal doesn't support my country. Oh, sorry, man. I wish the world was more cohesive and worked the same everywhere. You know. I know. Things are weird. So if you didn't know, I'm in the U.S. here. Look at the pictures from like the wildfires out in Oregon and California. Man, shit is crazy out there. And if any of you guys are out there, please stay safe. I know people in California are kind of you got to be used to the wildfires by now, but it doesn't make it any better. I saw a picture today for, I don't know where it was. I think my wife showed it to me on Facebook. It was a picture from back in the stands of a baseball stadium with the cardboard cutouts, watching people play baseball with like the glowing red sky behind it. And they said, nominate this as the post-apocalyptic hell picture of 2020. This is crazy looking. Anyways, Tiny Trainer build. It's not the hardest build in the world. It's not the easiest though, but it's not the hardest. I don't know if I'm gonna put all the LEDs and all the fun shit in this one. What do you guys think? You think I should skip all the LEDs, or do you think I should go all out on it like the other one? You know what? I'm gonna plug in the other one just to show you guys how just completely badass this thing looks. I'll be right back. All right. So just so you know, I'm not being unsafe. I have my current limiting device here. So if for some reason this thing arms, it's not going to do much. All right. Here we go. You guys ready? This thing is. Look how cool that is. I'm not a. Now I was gonna say I'm not a fan of LEDs and RGB, but yeah, I kind of like it. It's so stupid, but man, is it cool looking. And these are all programmable too through the DIN and Betaflight. But yeah, I thought you guys get a kick out of that. It looks cool. Unfortunately, it's purely for show because you never see that while you're flying around. Let's see. I'm at Oregon. Been at level 2 evacuation since Tuesday. Tomorrow is supposed to be a rough day. Man, wrong way. I feel bad for you, buddy. Stay safe out there. Mike Bergman, I'm 45 minutes from the Canadian border in Washington State, and it is hell. Jeez. Hey, I mean, do you folks up there typically get wildfires like that, or is this kind of unusual? I know California gets them all the time. Just kind of curious. I want custom PL32 tones and throttle configured LEDs. That is entirely possible. It's not that hard to do. Okay, so it sounds like, you know, I kind of knew the answer to that. I knew you guys are going to want LEDs. I mean, why not, right? Totally going to put LEDs in this thing. So the 533 Tiny Trainer is kind of designed to fly like a big fat pig, like the Racer 4, Racer 3, whatever it is that they're flying in DRL. So it's not super powerful. It's not super agile, but it is a lot of fun because it's one of those quads you can fly at full throttle and just feel like you are just the baddest MF and pilot out there because you just have this thing going full tilt, and at full tilt it's not struggling. Like, it's got plenty of power, but it does have a lot of weight to it, so it's very huckable. Which, all right, so rant time. So this is one of those things that a lot of people talk about with 3-inch quads. They always say, oh, you know, the 3-inch flies exactly like my 5-inch. It lacks the inertia from having all that extra weight. A 5-inch, you can flip the throttle and then hang and flip and go over things and do shit. These things are so light, like the toothpicks, that as soon as you let go of the throttle, it wants to drop, and you can't like really get it to propel itself over things. This kind of strikes a fun balance between the two because it is heavier. It does kind of allow it to be hucked. Still, it doesn't fly like a 5-inch. It flies very closely like one. It flies like a underpowered 5-inch. We'll put it that way. It's the Honda Grom of quads. Holy shit, that is perfect, Chris Fitz. The Honda Grom of quads. Dude, I want a Honda Grom so bad. I know it's so stupid, and I would get myself in so much trouble. But yeah, I would love to be. I would love to have a Grom. Yeah, drone pilot. It is weird. The closer to the coast you are, the more susceptible to brush fires. Now, I've spent some time in Guantanamo Bay, and it's weird because like one side of the bay is dry. It's like hay straw, just dry because it's getting the air off the continent, but the other side of the bay is getting all the air coming up off the water, so it's like lush and green and kind of nice. It's really weird. I think it has to do with like the air currents. But yeah, anywho, let's see. Oh, flight controller. So one of the things with the 533 Tiny Trainer frame that I found is typically your flight controller, if it comes with a XT30 pigtail, it's typically too short. You need quite a bit of length to get back behind the frame for the LiPo to mount, or where the LiPo mounts. let's see. Let's go back. I missed some things. Let's see. Wrong way. My living room is filled. My bags are packed. It's never been this bad. It has been arrested for arson where I'm at. No shit. Is it arson that set the fires, or are there just people like burning down houses in your neck of the woods? I live right on the coast, and it's hot as hell, and it's raining all the time where I'm at. But then again, I'm in southern Alabama, so there ain't a whole lot of upside to living here. All right. So we got two different types of rubber gummies here. We've got these, oh, we got three different types. So we got these pink ones, we got the blue ones, we got a different type of blue ones. Going everywhere. And, well, I wonder what the difference is. And I've got more than 4 of each. Never seen that before. Well, we'll just go with what we know. Can you put a Catic Vista in here? I've seen someone do it before. I don't know how good of an idea it is. I think you do have to modify the canopy. But, I mean, this thing's already a pig. And to throw a Vista in it would be even more. But, I mean, obviously, if that's what you got, that's what you got. Oh, by the way, I've got my orcas back together finally. I don't know if I had them back together on the last stream, but they came together quite nicely. Took them apart, put them back together with 0 problems. So for all those orca boys out there that say you can't do it without special tools, that's a lie, because I did it. But with that said, I was flying my DJI goggles for about 2 months, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't miss my orcas that much. I mean, now that I got my orcas back, I'll fly those with analog all the time, but to be honest, the DJI goggles hold their own pretty well if you're doing analog with them. Let's see. There's been 5 or 6 people who've been caught starting wildfires in Washington. What the? Why would people do that? Like, are they bored? Are they dumb? Like, what reasoning do they have to? Is it? I'm assuming it's on. I don't watch the news. Sorry guys, I don't watch the news. I'm not super up on current events. I hope it's not like arson because they did it maliciously. Do they show video at 60 frames per second? Yes, they do. Confirmed arson started in Alameda fire. One arrested looking for another. These fireworks and dry grass. So dry here that would spark from a chain. Ugh. That dry, man. Well, hopefully some relief comes soon and we'll get out of the way. Hopefully, and I know this is going to happen, someone's going to start flying a drone around a site, so the fire departments are going to be able to get in there and do their job, and then it's going to be more shit for the FAA to say, drones are bad, blah, blah, blah. You know. I have a TB. Drone Pilot says I have TBS in a digidapter on my DJI goggles, and it's the only set I take to the field for now in any drone. Yeah, I can see that. The only issue I had with running analog through my DJI goggles is anytime I got like really bad signal, it would flash the DJI logo, take a couple seconds, then boop, come back to the analog input. If it didn't do that, I think it would be way more or way less chance of having issues using it, if that makes any sense. But that's what I experienced. I don't know if other people do. There's a couple things that DJI really should do to make the goggles more accepted. One, they need a race mode where it transmits once for the initial connection of the quad, and that's it. Doesn't transmit again. No more. Anytime you go to a race and someone's running digital and someone on analog has video problems, they blame the DJI guy. They always do it, and it sucks. And also fixed latency, sacrificing video quality for fixed latency. and also HDMI out. I've heard on one of Bardwell's streams that there is a guy that is working or has a working HDMI out. It'd be really cool to see what happens. All right, that's getting political. All right, guys. So how about at about 11:30 we do the drawing for the grips and the FPV watch. Anybody who's just getting in here, $3 super chat gets you into the drawing for the watch. If you want to hit me up on PayPal, if for some reason super chats aren't working for you, whoop, that's not what I meant to do. You can go to linktr.ee/tweet and Linktree. You can go there. You can find my PayPal and you can hit that. Hopefully that link works because I fat fingered it myself. So copy and pasting it like a smart individual would. Oh, yeah. No, wrong way, dude. It's fine. We can talk about anything here as long as we keep it friendly, and which we are. I'm not. Politics have a place in everything, and I don't want to live in a world where we can't discuss differing opinions. Not that I have a differing opinion on this particular topic, but too many things have gotten to the point where either we have to agree or we can't talk to each other, and I'm really sick of that shit in this world. Everybody has a point of view. Some things are right, some things are better than others, some things are wrong, and it really doesn't matter as long as we can all get along. That's really what we need a dose of. Yeah, I'm really curious what he's done. Like, I know he's been making custom firmware for the DJI system to defeat the range limiting issues it has, but I think I heard I don't know if it was Bardwell or him say that he would release it to people if it didn't burn up VTXs all the time. So apparently there's probably a ways to go on it still. All right. So I got these blue standoffs on here, and these guys are sitting tall, like real tall, and I wonder if I'm going to run out of space. It's just okay to disagree. We don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to take it personal. All right. Well, let's go ahead and keep moving on this guy. And someone remind me when it hits 11:30. It's 11:20 right now. So if you guys want to get in on that super chat drawing for the watch and the grips, now is your chance. Yeah, so we got wildfires, we got riots, we got a hurricane, we got man, we got all sorts of fun stuff going on right now. Oh man. I know it's fun to say, oh, this is just 2020. It'll be better next year, but I mean, you really think it's going to be better next year? So all I'm doing here is I'm wrapping the motors with a little bit of Tessa tape. If you don't know what Tessa tape is, it's a cloth-backed tape. It's kind of on the heavy side, so I try to use as little as I can. But if you look under your dashboard in your car and you find all your wire bundles, they're gonna be wrapped with some nice cloth tape to cut down on vibrations and noise. And it's this stuff here. It's really good stuff. Wrong way. In it for another. Whoa! This doesn't count. This is my bad. Stop it! Stop it! Oh shit! Peter, we got you in there for one. Wrong way. You saw nothing. Tessa tape's good stuff, man. I also bought some of this Emax tape. At least that's what it's advertised at, and I really haven't gotten around to using it too much. It's like a vinyl, like a textured vinyl tape, and like a lot of the Emax products come with this stuff on it. I just haven't really haven't liked it. It tends to tear pretty easy. If you hit it on stuff, it rips. The Tessa tape is super durable, super durable, but it is heavy and it is a little on the. It leaves a lot of residue behind. Yeah, the FPV watch is awesome, especially like if you're flying and like somebody wants, like I always like to give someone a ride along if they're interested in it. I'm always a little sketched out that somebody's gonna bounce with my shit, but I mean, losing an FPV watch over a set of goggles, I wouldn't be too terribly upset. I'd be upset, but it wouldn't be like I'm gonna go hunt someone down. Let's keep going with this. Mike Bergman, thank you. Just honesty. Yeah, man, I try to be as straightforward as I can be when it comes to everything, even product reviews. You know, I mean, I get a lot of stuff from Banggood, and I'll be honest, I haven't had a lot of like stinkers come in the mail, but I get to pick what I want to review, so it's already self-selecting a little bit. You know what I mean? I did have a company reach out to me, and I feel kind of bad about this one. It was a company. They wanted me to look at a soundbar subwoofer combo they're selling, and I told them yeah, and they want a review video on it. Like, okay, I'm using it for my my editing rig, so it's what I'm listening to now instead of my headphones. It's actually really damn good, but it's so outside of the realm of my channel that, you know, I know I'm going to take some flack for it. I know it, but you know, they took a chance. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Electrical tape is always crap. Yeah, I watched JB put fucking 2 pounds of. Sorry, I'm trying to get better at that. I watched JB put like 2 pounds of red electrical tape on every quad he builds. I'm like, ugh. Gosh, why? Well, yeah, great for installation, obviously. That's what it's for. Alright, so we got our motors on, we got our flight controller kind of just pinned in place just to see where everything's going to line up. I guess we can start tinning some stuff up. The red electrical tape is certainly a signature look, as one person would probably put it. But yeah, gotta love JB. The dude's hustling. He works his butt off at this, and he does take a lot of flack. I guess you do when you get to that point. But trying to figure out where I put this other flight controller at. Sorry, yeah. The wife texted me a question. She wants to watch a movie or something tonight, so. Usually they're in bed by now, but yeah. Well, I actually think my daughter's still up too, which is crazy. She's gonna be just a mess in the morning. So this flight controller doesn't come with a XT30. Just looking around to see if I have one already built up, kind of laying around. Oh, kind of neat. These are MR30 connectors. I don't know if anybody's ever seen those. Those are great for like I was gonna put that in my X class for the motors, but they're basically like a 3-pin XT60. Pretty cool. MR80, so 60 MR. Yeah, so 60 amps. So got my XT30 assortment here. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be long enough to reach the LiPo. So when this is on here, and this is on, you know, like that, this has to come out to here, and that is probably going to be a little on the short side. Let's see, where's my other one? Where you at? Oh, let's see. So yeah, that was the issue I had with this one, is with this the capacitor on there. Makes it really hard to connect to a LiPo. It doesn't make it impossible, it just makes it hard. But I think I'll probably try to put the capacitor on the pads this time. It's been shown recently by a lot of different people that that does work better. So go ahead and just wire it up the way it is. And if we got to go back and change some stuff, so be it. No big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, there's a lot of big racers out there that are using like quick hot swap type setups with the MR30s. There was a company, I think it was Talon, made a they made a motor with a big square nut in the base of it that was supposed to go in one of their specialized design frames, where the motor would sit in a recess in the carbon fiber, and there was just one big jam nut on the bottom of it that held the whole motor to the arm. So it was like, take one nut off, disconnect the MR30, or throw the whole motor away, or put a new arm on and slap a motor, and it was like one connection, one nut, the motor was installed. So that was kind of a neat setup. That I don't think ever took off. A lot of really innovative ideas in this hobby, but sometimes they just don't work out. All right, so let's get in here. So 850 dungarees. That's in freedom units. Might take a little while. Got to preheat the board a little bit. There we go. There's a positive, and there's our negatory. There we go. Positive, negative. That is done. Yeah, I've got a X class that Banggood sponsored. I still don't think I finished that series, and I'm glad that I'm like 3 or 4 different Banggood reps since then. Otherwise, I would have caught on to that. But I built a iFlight X class using all iFlight gear, and I had a lot of issues with the iFlight. I think it was the PDB kept eating ESC number 3, and I know what you're thinking. How on earth is a PDB eating ESCs? I have no idea, but I went through like 4 ESCs, but it was only number 3, and I replaced motors, ESCs, flight controllers, and I was still eating ESCs. I replaced the PDB. All the problems went away, and I contacted iFlight, and I told them how much I had into it. They refunded me every component that got fried on that build, including ones that I did not buy from them. Pretty cool, right? The XL10, yes, the XL10. All right. Just because this thing never gets any airtime, let's go. Oh. Yeah. Just to give you an idea how big an X class is. Yeah, and this thing is, it is just pure stupid. Even finding a lipo strap for that thing is a pain in the butt. But it is a crowd pleaser. I tell you what, like, you take it out and you fly it around, everyone is quiet, everyone is scared, and everyone's mouth is just wide open watching that thing fly around. And the weird thing is, when you're flying it, it just feels like you're flying any other quad. Until you fly near yourself and you feel and hear the prop wash off of it, and it makes you pucker a little bit. Because you know that that thing can cause some serious damage, and it's so stinking expensive. I really wish I would have put better ESCs on it. I'm using the iFlight 80 amp 8S ESCs. I would love to go with APD ESCs, but they're just way too expensive. I would love to put that on 12S. It flies really good on 8S. 12S would be just money. But if you want a budget X-Class, that thing is the way to do it. That frame, it's going to take one crash and it's done. It is the hardest frame to work on. It is designed terribly. It's cheap though. With the iFlight Zing motors, the iFlight 80 amp 8S ESCs, definitely go with a Radix flight controller. I have LEDs all over that thing. They're so bright they'll blind you. It is really cool. The props, they have good props out for it now. Those I think are some Gemfan props. That thing's a lot of fun to fly. Batteries are expensive. I only have 2 batteries for it. These 2 big old behemoths. These are 5 amp black labels CNHLs, and I've only got 2 of these, so I can fly it once and then I have to recharge these things. But that's a lot of pack right there. But it's a lot of fun to fly. If you ever get a chance to fly an X-Class, do it. It's fun to fly. I still need to do a lot of tuning on that thing. But anyway, so it's 11:34. Let's go ahead and give away this watch and a set of grips. If you guys haven't gotten in on the super chat, it's $3 for the watch and a set of grips. This doesn't come with an SD card, okay? No SD card. $3 get you in on the wheel. I'll do a drawing here in just a minute if there's any stragglers that want to get in there. But right now, this is where we at. Browser. There we go. So here's how the wheel's stacking up. We have Mike Bergman, BK to the fullest 3 times. Wrong way 3 times. Peter, Ken, Zero Man, Drone Pilot 4 times, and Peter on there again. So let me move you up to her. It looks right to me. If you guys think you're missing an entry, please get it. Please let me know, and we'll spin this sucker here in just a bit. Don't want to miss out on anybody. And by the way, I'll be doing a Patreon giveaway pretty soon on my Patreon channel. Yeah, the cannonball frame, but the cannonball frame itself, I think, is just about as much as that entire build is right there. Like, that's pretty budget. That's really budget. There's a couple people on Facebook Marketplace that were selling used X-Classes, and one of them was a cannonball completely built. He wanted like $800 for it, and I know that's a lot of money, but for what it was, that was just a screaming deal. I think somebody talked him down to like $500 on it. It's pretty crazy. What's the watch? It is a FPV watch. So it's a good little ride-along watch. So yeah, it's got a DVR built into it. I'm showing it to you, but you're not actually seeing it because I am terrible at this. So there you go. Yeah, FPV watch. Typically, people take the band off of it and they'll stick it on the radio. It's great for ride-alongs, or if you're going to do some like gorilla whooping and you don't want the goggles on. Pretty cool little thing. This one says Pyro Drone on it. They're branded by a bunch of different companies. It's the same company makes it, but you know, that's just what this one says. All right, so let's give you guys a couple more minutes and we'll spin that wheel here. Go ahead and make my first cuts on these motor wires. So after I get the motors installed, and these motors are nice because they come with the screws pre-Loctited. Also questions. Yeah, some questions. Not a lot, but some. So we just kind of line them up. I try to give them a little bit of wiggle room in case I got to move around on them a little bit. And we'll just... I know a lot of people say don't use pliers to strip your insulation. I've been doing electrical work like this so long that I have zero worries about nicking the wire. At work, although, I will use the properly rated wire strippers for Teflon coated wire because NAVAIR reasons. I'll go ahead and get these all tinnered up. I would also be using anti-wicking tweezers if I was at work. But as I say, she ain't going to the moon. What cutters are those? These are Snap-on E707 BCGs. These are extremely high-end precision flush cuts. In this hobby, if you're looking for cutters, you want to look for ones that are completely ground flat on the backside. All right, so that's it. Everybody's in on the spinema thing. Let's go ahead and spin this. All right. I was thinking about shuffling the list, but I think I'll leave. What do you guys think? Shuffle or no shuffle? Let me know. If you want them shuffled, I'll shuffle them. If not, I'll leave it. I think most of you guys are going to want me to leave it. Snap-on is great. True statement. Blue Point? Me. Definitely shuffle. So that's one for shuffle. Leave it as is. That's 1 and 1. All right, so I got 1 and 1. What are you guys thinking? Leave it as is. Always shuffle. All right, we got 2 for shuffle, 3 for shuffle. All right, we're gonna shuffle it. And here we go. Shuffle. And good luck to everybody on the wheel. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here. If it wasn't for you guys, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. Here we go. Good luck, and the winner is... Wrong way, FPV. You are the winner. Hit me up, tweetfpv@gmail.com, and we will we'll get that all straightened out. All right. Thank you guys so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed doing this. I definitely enjoyed doing it too. And all right, wrong way. Congratulations. You are our winner of the super chat giveaway for tonight. Like I said, go ahead and hit me up, tweetfpv@gmail.com. And you know what, guys? I wish I could go farther on this, but someone's calling for me. She wants to hang out tonight, and I don't blame her. We don't get a ton of time to see each other. We work opposite shifts. So with that said, I will get out of here. I'll leave you guys alone. You guys can go and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. And yeah, exactly. You won twice. Congrats. It was destined. It was gonna happen. All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for checking this out. I really appreciate all the support. If you guys want to support me, like I said, hit up that link tree. Tweet FPV. Hit up Linktree, Tweet FPV, and show me some love. If you're shopping Amazon, Banggood, Get FPV, click those links. It costs you nothing, and it certainly helps me out quite a bit. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming by, and we'll try to do it again next weekend, and see how far we can get on this. All right, guys, have a good one. How do I turn this off? Oh boy, this is always the issue in the end. Where is it? Oh, this is awkward.